Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm going to do the manufacturer's race. Why not? It's the first one for season 2. And I feel that I haven't done a proper GT Sport video in such a long time that I should. So here we are, we're in the Group 4 cars at the Red Bull Ring. Now this is the short circuit, not one that I'm overly familiar with, but you know, I can't drive for toffee anyway, so let's just see what I can do. I am going to show you a little bit of the qualifying as well, because I just basically trashed it. What can I say? Right, so here we go. This is actually a pit stop after the first outlap, because I wanted to start the race on mediums, but obviously you want to qualify on the faster tyre, so I did my outlap, came in, grabbed a set of softs, and then I felt like I was being held up by everyone. And I'm not a fast driver. I mean, I know this is like scum level. This is the bottom of the bottom. I mean, like, if you win here, you get single figures. There's no 200 points or, you know, 500,000 points coming first like you do in the top set. This is all, I like to call it real racing, if you like, because everybody's got to scrap for single little points. Right, so, ooh, hello, airtime there from the Audi. Right, so this is my outlap, so I'm not too bothered about this. I'm on a fresh set of tyres. We're going to smash this. We're going to get, I'm aiming for at least maybe top 7. Because, you know, I do have a little bit of experience in this game. I should hope that in the bottom lobbies I should be able to get about 7th. The problem is, I keep forgetting everybody else is slow. And when I say slow, I mean slower than me. Nearly every time I come to a corner, like here, I had to let off because I had nowhere to go really. If I had swerved out, I would have ended up in kitty litter. I couldn't really turn in because I didn't have enough room. This guy's going so slowly. So this lap is a bust. So I'm thinking, okay, not a problem. I've got a bit of a gap to the cars in front. I'd prefer to have a bit of slipstream here. Ain't gonna happen. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna get our head down, we're gonna concentrate, we're gonna try and hit our marks, which is a bit dodgy with me because I don't always. So here we go, into turn 1. Brake as late as I dare. I could probably still go a little bit quicker in this corner, but I'm still using a controller and it's a bit awkward sometimes, I find. But I am catching the group in front. Now what I like to do here is start the corner a little bit wide and then come in tight so that I get a better turning on this corner. And as you can see, it works. In the lower lobbies it works anyway. And I'm already on the back of this Porsche. And I'm thinking, yeah, 2 Porsches, he's going to brake way earlier than me. I go in way too deep. And allegedly push somebody off the track. So I'm like, what? Completely confused myself. Now I've got to serve a penalty. I'm thinking, not a problem, we'll just smash another lap out, get rid of the penalty, then I'll have a little bit of time just to do the last lap. So just trying to concentrate, trying to make sure that I don't spin the car out on the corners. I mean, I know it's only GR4, but I was very, very tentative on the throttle, shall we say. See here, I tried to take a tighter line and it's not worked out for me. One thing I will say about Porsche as I go slideways is it's pretty good on fuel. The front left though, oh bless it, the front left tyre absolutely destroys itself. Every corner seems to be a right except for one. And it just eats that front left tyre. Right, so here we go, I'm thinking, yep, not a problem. If I can just make it across the line, I can squeeze in another lap, nobody will know. Hopefully I'll finish higher than the 17th I'm currently in. But I don't make it. What? I mean, I know that I'm a bad racer. Not a bad racer, I just don't practice enough and I don't spend enough time on it. But come on. That was silly. Anyway, right, so here we are in the lovely Fabuki created the Love Spreaders livery. Right, start of the race. Oh dear. Right, okay. Right, nothing much really happens in the first little bit, but you know, I'm trying to learn everybody else's braking points here, because I know I can brake where I normally brake, which the Merc completely caught me out. I was not expecting anyone to brake that early for that corner, and it frazzled my mind a tad. See, now, if you notice, I'm taking it very tentative here, because I'm on the mediums. I don't know if cold tyres actually are a thing. There's always somebody gets either knocked off or just spins off. So I'm promoted up to 16th already. Yes, a place I didn't have to fight for. But you'll notice here, everybody seems to brake early. And I don't understand why. And I get the run of the ages and catch up to the pack again. But everybody just seems to... I don't know, it's almost like I'm racing with a bunch of people who've never actually raced in the game before. Because none of them have the proper... See, again, I'm like having to fight to keep control of the car because I've broke where I thought I would normally brake. And it's just all gone to pot. Oh, here's Captain Slow in his flipping... Is that a Ferrari? I think that... Yeah, it is a Ferrari, isn't it? And he puts himself way too wide there. I think he was helped a little bit, but, you know, we'll gloss over that. Now, the Merc goes very wide, so thank you, that's another position. I'm up to 14th already, and it's only lap 2. So all I want to do now is just concentrate. I'm not going to try and get flustered like I normally do. See, again, why did they brake so early? They've got no speed now. And I'm not going to try and overtake here, because it's an absolute cluster up front, as the Alpha gets a little bit of help there, and spins himself out. And maybe, possibly... 11th place deserved the penalty. But again, I'm backing out here because I'm like, I don't want to be part. I'd rather have a better exit than fight for the entry. Because it just makes sense to me, that does. But again here, I would consider that braking just a little bit too early. And those of you who race with me, you know I only ever race Samba buses, so GR4, GR3, I don't normally mess with them. But come on, is this really what the lower lobbies in manufacturers are about? People obviously not putting in any kind of practice whatsoever. Now, I noticed this guy coming up me inside, and he does give me a little love tap just to let me know he's there. But I'm like, do you know what, you just get in front of me, mate, because then I can keep an eye on you. But, as you saw, I dropped down to first, I pressed the wrong button. And buggered it up. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump forward in the race just a smidge, just a few laps. We're now on lap 7, and everything's just going weird. Everyone seems more interested in trying to push each other off and, you know, ignoring track limits. Why? I don't understand. As, oh, 11th place, gets right into the back of 10th there and tries to help him off the track. How he didn't get a penalty for that is beyond me, because that was just insane. But shall we try it round the outside the Merc? No, we're not that brave. Come on. But you'll notice, pretty much now, 2 out of the 3 cars in front of me have got a penalty, so I'm going to gain another 2 positions here. With the way the other guy is driving, there's a chance I'm going to be able to get past him as well. So I'm thinking, do you know, I'll just stick it up the inside, try not to go too fast, and outbrake myself. Or in fact, didn't even brake at all, to be honest. And then I'm sure I'm going to get a penalty for that, because I was very wide and I did cut that corner. But luckily, the GT gods are smiling on me for some unknown reason, and I don't even get a half-second penalty for it. So I'm like, right, crack on, lad, let's go. I do feel that in the lobby I was in, I did have pace. I'm a little sloppy, but that's just down to me not practicing, like ever. Slideways for the win. I know that I'm coming in the next couple of laps for new tyres, so I don't mind abusing these. And as you can see, I'm not really falling off the back of this guy in 10th place. In fact, I'm catching him quite rapidly now. And it's just, everybody seems to outbrake themselves at that corner and go a little bit wide, but not many of them actually get penalties for it, and I'm confused by that, as he proves me wrong by getting a half-second penalty. But what I'm going to try and do here is get the run on him and get to the, turn one first, which I should be able to do because my braking point is my braking point, and I've had it for ages. It's mine, I tell you. And then we have this lovely little drag race down to turn 2. Now I am going to have to brake a little bit earlier than I normally do. Now you see there, I didn't feel any contact, but it looked to me like I pushed him off the track. But I didn't get a penalty for it. Whereas in, qualifying, I didn't hit someone and got a penalty for forcing another car off track. What is going on there, eh? Right, just taking my time now. Settling down. At the end of the next lap, I want to come in and get some softs on. So all I'm concentrating on now is just not picking up any penalties. And here we go. I've already been in the pits, have I? No, I'm just coming in the pits now. Get this corner completely wrong. I don't know why I shifted down. You don't need to slow down for that corner. Not as much as I did anyway. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get the softs on. And we're going to start the charge. Now, the plate on my car says 10th, which I think is a little optimistic, but we'll go for it. So we're going to come out in... Where are we going to come out? We're going to come out in 13th by the looks of that, possibly 14th. Or even 15th, okay. No, 13th. Right, and the gap behind is massive. And I've stopped for tyres. So I'm like, yeah, great. Right, that's a nice buffer to have. All I need to do now is just chase down the Merc in front of me. Get into his slipstream, and then get my head down and start racing. Now, I mean, you can see how bad a driver I am. I mean, like, the top guys were doing 50s and 51s. I'm doing, what, 54s and 55s. Now, I will admit I didn't have a proper clean lap, but yeah, I think my best lap ever was a 54 something, so I'm nowhere near the top guys. Alright, so we've got a good run on this Merc now. Let's see if we can do something into turns 2 and 3. Yeah, S-Max Ford. You're in a Merc. With a name like S-Max Ford, I would have expected you to be, oh, I don't know, in a Ford. But hey ho, is what it is. Alright, I've obviously got the run on him, so I'm going to go to the inside, or the outside for this next corner and see if I can make it stick. I'm hoping he brakes before me, and he does just a little, and I'm on the fresher tyres now, so I'm quite happy sticking it round the outside at the moment. Give it a couple of laps and I won't be doing moves like that. Right, so 11th place. 10th place, because people are in the pits. Happy days. So what can we do with this? I'm basically where the game thinks I should be. Even though my qualifying was an absolute shambles. So all we can do now is just try and improve on 11th. Wait, I'm sure I was 10th a minute ago. Okay, fair enough. Somebody must have come out the pits, or it just had one of those momentary glitchy things. There's, oh, 2 cars have gone off into the kitty litter there. I'm not sure if they helped each other off, but I'll take that. That puts me in 9th. The Ferrari and the Audi are having a bit of a battle here, which I'm not going to have any part of. As you can see, I'll lift, because I'm thinking this is going to get spicy into the corner, and I don't want that. As the Audi puts himself really wide. And they just, I mean, that's really, really wide, mate. That's just daft, that is. Right, get up to 8th place. Right, just in the slipstream of the Ferrari in front. But I am conscious now that I do have that crazy Audi behind me. And is he going to want to try and put a move in? Yes, he is. Straight up my inside. I did go very slow into that corner because I was expecting a punt, to be honest. This is a lower lobby, so things like that happen, I'm afraid. So I seriously oversteer into the corner there. But yeah, 8th place. I will take this every day of the week. I really will. I'm quite happy with 8th place. It's 2 places up from where the game thought I was going to finish. And as we come to the end, as you can see, I'm in 6th. The 2 people in front of me decided to pit for tyres again, which was a bit nuts. I did stop a second time for a new set of softs, and it helped me out greatly. I'm not good, I've noticed, on worn tyres, so 6th place, I'll take that. 3rd place, I'm like, what? It turns out that the guys in 3rd, 4th and 5th didn't stop for the mediums, so they got the 1 minute penalty. Do I feel sorry for them? No, I don't. Not at all. I'll take that. I'm quite happy with 3rd place. I'm really happy with 3rd place. My first race back and I get a podium. Why wouldn't I be happy? So there we go. 3rd place. I'm a little bit chuffed with that, if I'm being honest. I get a whole 5 points for it as well. Woohoo! Right, well, hopefully you liked the video, guys. If you did, maybe give us a like. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. But as always, guys, take care now, and bye-bye.